Guys, welcome back to our channel Educational Squad, and I am Suvaiyu and I will be doing my next video on chemistry. For starting our video, those who are new to the channel Educational Squad, please press the subscribe button as well as the bell icon beside it to get updated with our latest updates, and please do like, share and comment in our video so that we can be motivated for our next videos. Now let's start the topic for today. We will be doing a sequence of a chapter. So before going to this chapter, we have to get a basic idea about chemical reactions, chemical equation, how to write a chemical reaction as well as a chemical equation, and also how to balance a chemical equation, because it's a basic thing that we have to first learn in chemistry. After doing this all, we will move to acid, bases and salts, and after completion of acid, bases and salts, we will get some exam tips that we should have about this chapter, because it's a very important chapter for any class. Now before knowing what is chemical equation, we must have an idea what a chemical reaction means. Chemical reaction means a process through which chemical substances are formed. Now let's move to chemical equation. Now chemical equation is the representation of the chemical reaction by signs, symbols, and making it more informative through signs and symbols, so that we can derive a chemical reaction in words from that chemical equation. Now let's watch how we can write a chemical reaction and equation and what are its differences by seeing it. Now here we can see this is a form in which we write a chemical reaction, or we can say this is a chemical reaction. In this chemical reaction, you can see there is zinc reacting with sulfuric acid to give us zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Hydrogen is given out as a gas. Now here you can see that we have written zinc in form of ZiNC. Here we have written sulfuric acid in words, zinc sulfate, which is a salt which we get from the reacting zinc and sulfuric acid and hydrogen. Now this is a basic way of writing or showing a chemical reaction. Now we will see how to write a chemical equation from this reaction. Now you can observe, instead of writing zinc, we are writing Zn. Instead of writing sulfuric acid, we are writing H2SO4. We are writing ZnSO4 instead of writing zinc sulfate. Same for hydrogen, we are writing H2. Now why we are writing this? This is the way we represent a chemical reaction into a chemical equation. This is a way in which we write a chemical equation. Now we have to know which are the reactants and which are the products. Now let's see. This portion Zn and H2SO4, the left hand side of the chemical equation is always the reactant portion, and the ZnSO4 and H2, this is formed due to the reaction between zinc and sulfuric acid. Now because of this reaction we are getting this, so this is our product side, and you can see one upside arrow given beside H2. Why you have given this H2 upside arrow? This is because H2 gas has been liberated during this reaction. Now we can make a chemical equation more informative by giving some informations, like we can give in which state this elements, acids or bases have been used to get the product, and in which state the product have been formed, and in which temperature this particular reaction has been carried out, in which atmospheric pressure, also if any biocatalyst has been used, we can mention it. Like in this reaction we can write it like Zn we have got in form of solid, so we will write S. Like H2SO4, we have got this H2SO4 in the form of aqueous solution, so we will write AQ. ZnSO4 also we will get in aqueous form, so we will write AQ. H2 will get in form of gas, so we will write G. There are such this type of symbols given so that we can make a chemical equation more informative. This is a way we can show a chemical equation. Now we will know how to balance a chemical reaction, because we know from class 9 only we have got the theory conservation of mass, that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So during a chemical reaction, the mass of the reactant should always be equal to the product side. So we can see here a chemical reaction written, equation written rather. Here it is ammonia, it is copper oxide, they are reacting to give us copper, nitrogen and water. Now is this chemical equation a balanced chemical equation? No, it is not. How we can get? Now this table has been chalked out from the above chemical equation. Now here we can see reactant side and product side. Now nitrogen, in the reactant side nitrogen is 1 and product side 2. That means it is not equal. Now hydrogen is also more in reactant side than product. That means it is also unequal. Now copper is same in both the sides. Now oxygen is also same in both the sides. Now we have to balance hydrogen and nitrogen to make this above chemical equation a balanced one. Now let's do it. Now how we can do it? We have to increase the number of atoms in the reactant side to balance it in the product side. Now if we write here 2NH3, that means 2 nitrogen, now it is balanced, because in reactant side also we are having 2 nitrogen, in the product side also we are having 2 nitrogen. That means nitrogen has been balanced. But now you can see here is H3 and 2, that means H6, that means hydrogen is now 6, and here hydrogen is only 2, that means we need to increase the number of hydrogen. Now we are writing 3 hydrogen, that means hydrogen has also become 6. Hydrogen nitrogen balanced now. Now here oxygen is only 1, but here it is 3, that means 1 into 3, oxygen now becoming 3. Now you have to increase number of oxygen here also in the reactant side. Now writing 3 in this, that means now Cu also now 3, oxygen also now 3, but in this product side it is only 1. Now to increase it, to again balance it, now we are writing 3 in Cu. Now Cu also balanced, oxygen also balanced, nitrogen also balanced, hydrogen is also balanced. That means now this chemical equation has become a complete balanced perfect equation. In exams, whenever you will be given a reaction, we always have to balance it before completing our answer, because without balancing a chemical equation we can't get a full marks. Now this we have done a balancing, and this process of balancing a chemical equation is known as heat and trial method. When you will learn or practice it more, you don't require this table to be drawn, but unless you learn it very perfectly, you will need this to do it perfectly. So we have learned how to do a balancing. Guys, we have came to the end of our today's lesson. So as I have said it previously, our next thing that we will be starting is acid, bases and salts. So stay tuned with us, and as I have told you before, watch our videos till end, subscribe us. We will try to provide you with the best out of the best. As we say, today's readers can be tomorrow's leaders. Thank you for watching.